The color of her lies. The lipstick on my cheek was a deep, vivid crimson, so rich it looked like fresh blood. The color of seduction, of danger, of betrayal. It wasn't just makeup anymore. It was a brand, a symbol, a curse. It marked the end of something I had refused to see was already dying. Ariana, my wife of 10 years, stumbled through the front door sometime past 2:30 a.m. Her dress was wrinkled, her eyeliner smudged, and she reeked of cheap tequila and something else, something sickly sweet. A floral perfume I didn't recognize. Not her usual vanilla scent. It clung to her like a stranger's hands had left it behind. She kicked off one heel and tripped over the other, letting out a breathless giggle. That laugh used to warm my heart. Now it chilled me to the bone. It was hollow, empty, like a bad impression of herself. "Sorry I'm late, babe," she slurred, leaning in and pressing a wet kiss to my cheek. The lipstick transferred with ease, smearing against my skin like a crime scene. "Girls' night got a little wild," she added with a crooked smile, as if that was supposed to explain everything. Then she turned and wobbled down the hallway toward our bedroom, her silhouette swaying like a marionette with cut strings. I stood there for a moment, frozen, the crimson mark burning on my face. I should have wiped it off. But I didn't. I needed to feel it, to let it sit there like a brand I had earned for being a fool. The signs had been there for months. The sudden bursts of energy spent at the gym. New lingerie arriving in boxes she claimed were on sale. Texts she answered with her back to me. Her sudden obsession with locking her phone, even in the house. Late meetings. Spa days that ran too long. Her explanations were always neat. Too neat. Too perfect. And I, idiot that I was, I believed her. Or rather, I let myself believe her. I told myself I was being paranoid. That all couples go through dry spells. That maybe I needed to be more attentive, more romantic, more something. But that night shattered all my excuses. She passed out minutes after crashing onto our bed. I watched her for a long time, her face buried in the pillow, her makeup streaking the sheets. There was no peace in her rest, only mess. Then I saw her phone buzz on the nightstand. Just once. The screen lit up briefly with a message from a contact saved under Wellness Retreat. It said, "Last night was incredible. Can still taste you. Miss you already. XX." My hand hovered over the phone. I didn't want to open it. But something inside me, the part that still needed proof, took over. I unlocked it. What I found wasn't a one-off message. It was an entire secret world. Weeks, maybe months of messages. Some sweet, some obscene, all intimate. They talked about hotel rooms, parking lot rendezvous, a private beach they visited during her so-called company retreat. They shared inside jokes, emojis, voice notes, pictures. This wasn't a fling. This was a second relationship. And his name was Darren. I played one of the saved voicemails. His voice was smooth, like he narrated luxury car commercials. "Hey, beautiful. Just thinking about you. I love how you laugh. Can't wait to see you tomorrow." I felt my stomach turn, but I couldn't stop. The second voicemail was hers. "Darren. God, I needed tonight. I needed you. Being with you. It's like I can finally breathe again." Her voice, breathless, giddy, like the early days of our love. Except it wasn't for me anymore. It hadn't been for a long time. I didn't cry. I didn't yell. I just sat there, phone in hand, feeling like the gravity in the room had reversed and I was drifting into nothingness. By morning I had made my decision. When Ariana woke up, rubbing the bleariness from her eyes, I brought her coffee, like I had every Sunday for years. She looked at me, puzzled, but smiled. "You're sweet. Trying to win husband of the year," she joked weakly. I didn't smile back. "How was your night out with the girls?" asked, voice calm. She blinked. "Fun, I think. Tequila's a liar though." "I'm sure," I replied evenly. "Did you get a chance to swing by the wellness retreat too?" Her hand shook. Just a little. Enough to spill a few drops of coffee on the table. What are you talking about?" I took her phone from my hoodie pocket, unlocked it, and played her own voicemail. The color drained from her face. Her lips parted in horror. She stared at me like she didn't recognize who I was. "I can explain," she whispered. "Can you?" I said, my voice cracking with all the rage and heartbreak I'd buried. "Explain what, Ariana? The lies. The months of cheating. The fake girls' nights. The hotel rooms. You built a life with him behind my back." Tears began to form in her eyes. She reached for me. I stepped back. The next few days were a blur of half-truths and sobbing pleas. She told me Darren was a colleague she met at a legal conference. That it was emotional at first, then physical. That it wasn't real. That it was a mistake. That she didn't mean for it to go this far. But her voicemails told a different story. The texts revealed a deep affection. I wasn't just betrayed. I'd been replaced. But I wasn't going to let Darren walk away unscathed. Found him online. Corporate photos, family portraits, filtered beach pics with captions like, "Blessed dad of 2, and married to my best friend." Gag. It didn't take long to find his office. I waited in my car outside one rainy evening until I saw him exit, umbrella in hand, leather laptop bag slung over his shoulder. When I stepped in front of him, he froze. "You must be Caleb," he said nervously. "No," I replied. "I'm Mason, Ariana's husband." He went pale. I didn't shout. I didn't punch him. I simply said, "We need to talk." And I laid it all out. Every text. Every voicemail. I even played her message for him. He tried to deny it. Then he tried to blame her. Said she told him she was unhappy. That I was distant. That I was the problem. But I cut him off with one look. "You torched a decade of my life. So here's what's going to happen. I won't come after you. But I'm sending everything to your wife. Because she deserves to know who you really are." And I walked away. 2 weeks later, Ariana and I filed for divorce. She moved in with her sister. The house echoed in her absence. She begged me for another chance. Promised therapy. Honesty. Said she'd never stop loving me. But it was too late. Love without trust is a dead thing. I sold the house. Moved into a modest apartment. I poured myself into work. I took up running again. I deleted the playlists we made together. I let go of our shared dreams. As for Darren, word spread quickly. His wife left him. Took the kids. His firm removed him from client-facing roles. His life crumbled behind the curtain of suburban respectability. Years passed. One winter afternoon I saw Ariana again. At a local cafe. She was thinner, older, quieter. Her eyes didn't sparkle the way they once had. We talked briefly. Not about Darren. Not about betrayal. Just life. Regret. Healing. She apologized again, with a steadiness that felt real. "I'm sorry, Mason," she said softly. "For everything." "I know," I replied. I forgave her. Not for her sake. For mine. Carrying that weight had made me numb. Letting go made me free. Forgiveness isn't weakness. It's choosing to move on without dragging the past behind you like a corpse. That crimson lipstick is long gone. Washed away. But its stain, the memory of that night, will always be with me. Not as a wound, but as a scar. Proof that I survived. And that I'll never settle for anything less than the truth again.